Braves country, let's go. Adjust that cap, wear the red with pride, and get ready, because what I'm about to tell you today is one of those stories that hits every Atlanta Braves fan right in the heart. The 2025 season has been a true test of patience, but also a reminder that even in the toughest moments, the love for this team doesn't fade. And now, in the middle of this rocky stretch, news has surfaced that caught everyone off guard. Marcell Ozuna has vetoed trade talks and decided to stay in Atlanta, sparking a wave of debate among fans and the media. But before we dive deeper, let me ask you, are you a true Braves fan? The kind who cheers for every hit, who's felt the energy of Truist Park firsthand, and who doesn't miss a game, even on the hardest days? If that's you, hit that subscribe button now, because here we live this team together. Win or lose, every detail, every rumor, every hope for the future. Now, here's the situation. Despite a few recent wins against the Miami Marlins, the truth is that 2025 has been a painful season for the Braves. With less than 2 months left, the playoff chances have all but vanished. And here's the surprising part. At the trade deadline, when many expected the front office to shake things up, maybe even start a partial rebuild, they decided to keep most of the roster intact. Then came the rumor that lit up social media. The Braves tried to trade Marcell Ozuna. Once a key piece of the offense, he's having a rough year and was recently removed from the starting lineup. It seemed almost certain that he'd get a fresh start somewhere else, with the Braves getting something in return. But that narrative completely flipped when reports emerged that Ozuna used a clause in his contract to veto all trade attempts. According to Ryan Cawthron via Sports Illustrated, the Braves tried to send him to 3 different teams, but he turned them all down. The reason? None of those destinations were on his preferred list. So even with the market expecting a move, Ozuna decided Atlanta is still where he wants to be, at least for now. This has sparked a lot of discussion. On one side, some believe this shows Ozuna wants to redeem himself here, prove his worth, and help the team turn things around. On the other, there are those who see it as a missed opportunity to move forward and make room for new pieces. And we can't ignore the bigger picture. The Braves aren't just having a bad season. They're falling short by the standards we've come to expect. This is a team we're used to seeing compete at the top, and now they're almost out of the race. When a team's overall performance drops, every individual decision becomes a much bigger deal. For Ozuna, it's been a challenging year. His stats are below expectations. His offensive production has dipped, and at times, it seemed like his relationship with some of the fan base had cooled. But maybe that's exactly why he wants to stay. To flip the narrative and show he can still be a difference maker. Which brings us to the big question. How much can keeping a player who's swimming against the tide actually benefit the team? The no-trade clause is his right, but it's also a challenge for the front office to balance respect for the player with the need for results. The fact is, even in this situation, the Braves still have pride, still have talent in the roster, and still have fans who believe better days are ahead. And if Ozuna truly wants to be part of that turnaround, the next games will be the perfect opportunity to prove it on the field. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Ozuna was right to veto the trades, or should he have accepted the move? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your voice is part of Braves country too. And if you've made it this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you can follow every chapter of this story. Because whether it's wins, losses, or behind-the-scenes rumors, we're in this together, believing that the pride of Atlanta will shine again.